Hey, how's it going, everyone? WTFSexyHeadphones here. Happy Mondays to you guys, and a happy 2017 New Year. Did you guys get to do anything fun and exciting for your New Year time? Any fun, crazy stories that I need to hear about? Because if you have some fun, crazy stories, I would like to hear them. I personally did not really do jack shit for New Year's Eve whatsoever. The days leading up to it, I ended up house sitting for a friend because she has some dogs and they went on vacation. So I was staying at their house and I didn't get very much sleep those 3 nights. And I had work the morning after every night. So I got like this shitty sleep and then I had to go to work. And I was pretty much a zombie for the days leading up into New Year's Eve, onto New Year's Eve because I worked that day as well. So when I came home, I was just pretty much completely dead and tired, and I didn't want to do anything. Not only that, but if you guys can probably maybe, I don't know, tell by my voice, I've also been getting a sore throat, and I've been a little bit on the sick side as well. It hasn't really been too bad, but still kind of bringing me down, bringing my energy down, and making me not all too good. So I chilled in my PJs when I came home from work on New Year's Eve, and I think I played League of Legends most of the night is what I did. So if you guys have any fun, exciting stories, feel free to tell me. I will live vicariously through you. But I was much appreciative of my night. I'm like, I don't have to party. I'm tired, and I slept till like noon the next day, and it was fucking fantastic. I loved it. I was super happy about my choices. Anyway, for those of you guys who haven't seen yet, though I think it's pretty much going all over the internet, and I believe I posted it on my Facebook page. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Call of Chernobyl ended up winning the Mod of the Year award on totally you guys know on what. I'm totally losing my train of thought right now. I apologize. But anyway, so they won Mod of the Year, which I think I went over in either the last vlog or the one prior to that, telling you guys, hey, vote for it. That's what's going on. So if you voted for that and you haven't found out yet, congratulations. Call of Chernobyl made Mod of the Year. I still have yet to play it. I'll probably check it out after I'm finished with Autumn Aurora. And I think also, too, I saw something, if you guys are playing it right now, I think I saw someone mention something about a patch being out for it. I don't know because I'm not quite paying attention to it quite yet, in the fact of I'm playing Autumn Aurora right now, and I will look into that later. But I think I saw someone post something about a patch happening, so check that out if you're playing it right now. If you don't know, there might be a patch for it as well. I didn't quite read it, so... Anyway, another thing too, I finally finished All That Is Solid Melts Into Air, which I told you guys about a time or two. How did my book get dented? I don't like when my books get scuffed up. It makes me angry. I want them to be pretty, and it has like a couple little dents. Anyway, I finally finished that. At long last, I've been super slow to reading, which I mentioned prior to, and it was interesting. I'm looking a little bit more forward to reading Chernobyl, Voices of Chernobyl, which is what I'm going to read next. I got only to a few pages, so I can't have much to say on it as of yet. But it was all around pretty good. It's based off of fictional characters, but obviously we all know the event is real, and you can tell that there's a lot of basis of fact for what happened, even though the characters are completely made up. You can tell that there's a lot of fact basis around it because, well, as a lot of us know, we know a lot of details about the Chernobyl disaster. Obviously, while reading it, you're like, oh yeah, that's true, yep, that happened, blah blah blah. So they base it around. It's like a mix of, I guess, fiction and nonfiction, because the characters are all random, but the story, so to speak, is real, just not quite their story. But it was interesting. I liked a lot of the characters that they had in it. I liked a lot of their stories because they have a handful of different characters that you follow, and they all tie together in the end. But it's nice because you get a few different perspectives. You get some perspectives of a family who lived in the surrounding area around Chernobyl and got evac'd, and kind of saw how that process looked like for them. Then you follow a medical surgeon who was taken into the zone to kind of help with I guess, guiding people on what's safe and smart to do, but the party pretty much didn't want to listen because, you know, he's like, we need to get these people out of here, and this is bad, and like, what the fuck are you doing here? Like, are you fucking crazy? And then the good old party was just kind of like, ah, shit, like, we want to brush everything under the rug, like, we need to just shut this guy up and get him just to perform surgeries and shit like that, while he's like, I'm a motherfucking doctor, I know the disaster that's happening around us, you guys don't fucking see it. So it's interesting because you get to kind of see that struggle of how, like, medical professionals know what's going on, know what radiation leads to, and the contamination that is causing it, and then you have all these, like, military jackoffs who are just like, whatever, like, we just want to keep going. So there's a lot of characters that tie together. The one thing I don't like is it jumps around a lot, not just between the characters, but time-wise. Like, one moment you're in this time with this character, and then the next chapter you're in this time with this character at a different, like, you know, months after, and then, oh, back to months before, and then back to, like, months after, and you're just kind of like, to me, it feels like you're being tossed around. I'm not a fan of that type of reading where it's like jumping all over the fucking place. Like, it kind of annoys me. So I wasn't a big fan of that, but other than that, I thought the characters were interesting, and I liked that they gave you a handful of different perspectives on different people with it. So I thought that was pretty cool. So it's a good read. I would definitely read it, but I'm definitely looking forward a little bit more to Voices of Chernobyl, just due to the fact that Voices of Chernobyl is actual people's accounts that were there. It's supposed to be just many, many different stories of those who were involved in the Chernobyl disaster and affected by it. So I'm more excited because real accounts to me are always going to be much more exciting. And as I said, there's a lot of fact basis with this book, but the characters in particular in here were not real. So it's still very interesting, of course, to read. But for me, I'm like, I want to hear, like, the real deal. And even my friends, like, you might want to read that one in doses, because you're just gonna be, like, fucking sad and depressed as shit. And she's like, there's a couple of times where I'm just, like, fucking bawling while reading it. So she told me to read that in doses. So we'll see how that works, though, because if I'm really interested, I'll probably just power through and just be super depressed about it. So anyway, that's really all. That's really all I got to go on about. I just want to tell you guys about that because I mentioned a while ago, whenever I finished reading it, I would let you know how it is. And as I said, it's pretty good. I just feel like I'm going to like the real stories more, so to speak, as far as, like, the people go. So I'm looking forward to that. So once I finish Voices of Chernobyl, I will let you guys know how that is. But all that solid melts into air. Pretty good read. They paint the picture very well and the lives very well. So let's take a look at it. Anyway, I am done. I hope you guys have a great 2017. I'm glad that you guys are still with me here on my glorious channel, and hopefully we have another fantastic year ahead of us and we can leave 2016 behind. See you guys tomorrow in probably BioShock or Stalker. I still have yet to get back to Hazardous Course. I'm hesitant with that, but I'm pretty hopeful because someone just reminded me of the secret room that I found in the episode prior, so I'm feeling a little bit more hopeful, but I'm still hesitant to hit that up. So I still have to record more Hazardous Course. So probably see you tomorrow and probably some Stalker or some BioShock. Till then, bye.
View my